We cuttin' loose.
All right, everybody, it's time for another episode of All Right Bet. You're in the right spot. Oh, hold on a minute. Getting a phone call here from my niece, Josie Fornash. Girl, I can't answer the phone right now. I'm in the middle of recording All Right Bet. But I'll text you back, baby girl, another time. Hey, it's All Right Bet. All your best picks for the week are coming up right here for NCAA football and the NFL. Let's go.
Wanna bet?
Cash money.
It's time for another episode of All Right Bet.
Wanna bet?
No! God, please, no! No!
Tease it. Tease it.
Want a chicken dinner.
I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, I'll buy that for $1, guys. It's All Right Bet. Andy St. Clair still out of town for the Christmas and New Year's holidays. Hope y'all had a good Christmas and New Year's and you didn't miss us too much last week, unless you were like down to like the red light on your little gambling account and you needed some help from the boys. Because we had a pretty good week. We had a pretty good week last week, but we took the week off as well. But don't worry about it. The Big Six picks are happening as a double episode this week. We just finished up Big Six picks yesterday over there on DWMOD. Dunbar Dix was on the show. Great lineup. We got your college football championship picks right over there. You can check that out. Show was a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. Producer Louis sitting in on that one. And on this week, special guest going to be here on All Right Bet. We're going to have listener Jeff from the Fantasy Football League get to call in here on the show. Now, he's won a couple of jerseys off us in this contest. Won one last year, won one this year. He was in the championship game both years, twice in a row. We'll get to that when he calls in. But right now, let's get to the gravy. Let's get to what you guys are here for. Now, look, our standings on the year, they speak for themselves, guys. You guys listen in here if you're new to the crew. NCAA picks this year, 347 wins, 161 losses, 2 pushes. That's pretty good numbers on NCAA football right there, guys. Let me tell you that. Now, NFL. The NFL, 259 wins, 98 losses. Listen, been red hot on the NFL teasers last couple of weeks in a row. If you follow the show, you know NCAA football, we've been mopping up the bowl games. Missed the last couple, but we're hot out of the gates, about 6 or 7 wins in a row there because we're breaking down every game for you guys, letting you know what's going on in every game with who's opting out, who's not playing, who's in the transfer portal, what teams' rosters look like, coaches moving, things you don't have time to do, but you want to lay some money on the games, right? And the bowl games can be crazy. You can look at those bowl games and be like, I'm not betting this game. I don't even know who's going to play. We're taking care of you. I'm telling you. I'm picking you up on these things, and then you can make up your own mind, but I'll tell you how I'm going to play it. I'll tell you how I'm going to play it. And let's just jump on to what, you know what? Before we do that, we do need to touch on the Moneyline Dogs. Our Moneyline Dogs on the year, we're up to 70 wins and 77 losses. Guys, 7 games under 500. I'm betting Moneyline Dogs. That's money. We've been cashing money, and we showed you the tickets the last couple of weeks, man. And Andy, shout out to Andy here. He told you guys 2 weeks ago to bet Tyler Shug of the New Orleans Saints as Offensive Rookie of the Year at a long shot of 200-1. He's had a bunch of red hot games in a row. You know what his odds are right now? It's even money. It's even money, guys. You could have got in at 200-1 if you listened to Andy and you've been all set. Hopefully some of you guys did that. Hopefully some of you did it. Now, last week we won some money on Moneyline Dogs. I was all over the Browns, all over the Dolphins, and I had it parlayed with the Bears who were on the 4-yard line there. Almost pulled that ticket off, guys. Almost really pulled that ticket off, but we didn't. But we won a little money. Won a little money last week, no doubt about it. And let's jump to this week. Now, before we bring in listener Jeff to get some bonus pick sixes, talk a little fantasy football with him. We're going to talk a little Lions. He's a big Lions fan too. We're going to get to some stuff on that. But before we do that, let me give you some of my picks this week for NCAA football. Now, there's not a whole lot. There's just some bowl games going. Like I said, I'm going to break them down for you. I'm going to let you know who we like here. So we've got the Independence Bowl. The Independence Bowl, Coastal against La Tech. Coastal, big dog here. But listen, La Tech, bunch of guys out. Bunch of guys gone. Not going to be playing in this game. Coastal, they're going to be fine here. The bottom line is 10.5 is too much. It's too many points, guys. We're going to take Coastal and the 10.5, and we're going to play the under in this thing. I don't think either teams get rolling on offense, and even if they do, it's going to be Coastal, not La Tech. So play the under in this thing is probably a gem, but we're going to be on Coastal plus the 10.5, no doubt. The Alamo Bowl. I don't need to give you any more insight on this one. USC laying 4.5 points to TCU. The over-under here is 53.5. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be on my boys from Calabasas football. I'm going to be on King Miller. I'm going to be on Kalen Miller. I'm going to be on the quarterback, Mayawa. He's playing in the game. And USC is laying 4.5. Go ahead, buy the 1.5. Take this thing to 3 if you're nervous, but I wouldn't. Don't even worry about it. Give me USC because TCU is all over the board. They got coaches gone. They got guys in the portal. This team is a shell of what it was. USC, yeah, Lemon's sitting out. They'll have somebody else that'll step up and play. Give me the Trojans in the Alamo Bowl. Lay in the 4.5 and give me the over of 53.5. There's going to be some points scored in this game. Now, the next game we got on the docket is the Sun Belt Bowl. There is a lot of opt-outs and a lot of NFL guys from Arizona State in this game. This is Duke, the ACC champion, against Arizona State in the Sun Bowl. Okay, that's in Arizona, guys. So this looks like a home game for Arizona State. But I'm telling you, they got a lot of opt-outs, a lot of NFL guys out. I'm looking at my notes here. Levitt is not going to play. He's in the portal. He's transferred. He's not going to play for Arizona State. The coach has already said he's going to rotate between the backup and a freshman he's got to see. He's all but said that he's using this game to just give some guys some reps, take a look at some guys. It's basically an extra spring game for him. He's going to be rotating some guys and playing some guys. That being said, rotating quarterbacks, and Duke is pretty whole. Everybody's playing in this thing for Duke. So I got to tell you, this is probably a stay away for me. At 3.5, Duke laying 3.5 to Arizona State. Everybody's thinking jump on Arizona State here, right? This is a home game for them. Sun Devils are good. Guys, this roster is depleted. To me, this would be a stay away. If you have to play it, take a shot on the Blue Devils and just buy the point. I would take Duke minus the 2.5 here as Arizona State rotates through their players, and they'll go anywhere near the over-under. I'm just staying away from this game. That's my advice to you. Las Vegas Bowl. Both teams are the team. They got players flying out the door. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes here, guys. Both teams got players flying out the door in this thing. Nebraska, they're losing Raiola. He's out, but he's been hurt. He's been out. Backup's going to play for them. Utah, Kyle Whittingham gone. Guys are jumping off the boat quickly here. He was supposed to coach this game. Now he's gone at Michigan. It was going to be his last game at Utah. The play here, guys, is the over-under. Okay, I'm just telling you right now, the play here is the over-under. Play the under of 51.5 in this game, because even if Utah gets rolling and scores some points in this thing, Nebraska's offense is going to be stale. They're going to try to take the ball out of the air out of the ball to begin with. They want to turn this into a Big Ten backyard brawl. And I don't think they're going to be able to score a lot of points. There's going to be too many inconsistencies on their offense. If you want to play the spread here, 14.5 is a lot of points. It's a lot of points, but I just stay away from it. And I would probably just play the under of 51.5. And we'll drop a teaser on that Nebraska 14.5 later on the touchdown teaser. Trust me there. Armed Forces Bowl, Texas State minus 13.5 versus Rice here. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not even going to read off the over-under number here because it looks really tasty. You're going to look at the over-under here and you're going to go, oh, baby, the points are going up here. Let's just take the over. Don't do it. Don't do it. Rice is down QB 1 and 2, wide receiver 1, running back 2, and Texas State is pretty much intact. They're pretty much intact. And yeah, they can score points. They can get going and they can score points. But if you want to hit that over, you're going to need Rice to do their end of the bargain. And they're not going to put up points. Guys, I'm laying the whole 13.5 here. Give me Texas State, laying the 13.5 to Rice. Rice will not score enough for you to hit the over. Don't go near that over under. I'm telling you that right now. We're going to be on Texas State minus the 13.5. Let's jump on the Liberty Bowl. Liberty Bowl. Navy's all in, right? You don't even bother looking at Navy. You don't have guys in the portal. You don't have guys opting out of the game, going to the NFL. That's not happening. That's not happening. And they still got Horvath at quarterback. Now, I'm telling you, you're going to go, yeah, but they didn't look very good against We had Coach Granger on the show, and he told you, expect that game to be tight because both of those teams know how to defend those slow it down, triple option, play option, read. Like they know those slow style offenses. So they'll be able to play off each other. Other teams, they don't handle it well. They don't handle it well, especially Cincinnati. Let me tell you what's going on with Cincinnati here, guys. In this game, Cincinnati, here's the starters who are out for Cincinnati. QB1, all three of their starting safeties, their starting corner, starting defensive end, and the number twos that are out in the game here. The corners, the safeties, the third string guys that are out in this game, the corners, the safeties. Where are all the DBs going, guys? Where's this DB coach going? I got the answer for you. He's going to Arkansas, and all his guys are going with him. I'm serious. Their first, second, and third string secondaries out. They're going to be on practice squad and punt team guys in the secondary on this game. And you're thinking, who cares? Because Navy's not going to throw the ball. You still got to tackle. You still got to tackle when they're running, and they're going to throw it a little bit. Horvath can throw the ball a little bit, guys. This secondary is decimated. Oh, and they're also down a starting defensive tackle and linebacker who are heading to the NFL draft. This is a no-brainer. Navy -7 against Cincinnati. The over-under here is 55.5. I'm going to play the under even. Even if Navy gets rolling, it's a clock-consuming offense. I don't think Cincinnati musters a whole lot on offense. Give me Navy -7 and give me under the 55.5. But the big play here is Navy -7 by the half point. Get Navy at -6.5. I love Navy in this game. The Holiday Bowl. Both teams in this thing are pretty whole. Arizona not losing a bunch of guys. SMU also not losing a bunch of guys. Jennings says he's going to play in the game. Quarterback for SMU, if you don't know. He says he's going to play in the game. The over-under here is 51.5. Let's just go ahead and jump on the over here. Go ahead and jump on the over here. Put it on a teaser if you want to. Give me the over of 51.5. And give me Arizona laying the 2.5 points. It's under a field goal. I think Arizona's the better football team here. SMU's been streaky all year. You never know. They could show up and play well. I'm not betting on that. I like Arizona in this game, -2.5, but the big play here, we're going to hit the over at 51.5 for sure. The Duke's Mayo Bowl. Now, Wake Forest. This is Wake Forest against Mississippi State. We know Mississippi State, pretty good football team in the SEC this year. The record doesn't show up. They played a lot of teams tough, and the SEC is tough. Wake Forest, pretty weak ACC, but they did finish the season strong, and they looked pretty good. But here's the deal. Wake Forest best defensive lineman and running back are out of the game. They're headed to the NFL. They are not going to play in the game. And that's enough for me because Mississippi State is pretty whole, everybody intact, pretty tough football team. They can play, and they're only laying 3 points here. Buy the half point if you want to, but we're going to be all over Mississippi State. This might be my favorite play of the bowl games coming up in the next week. I'm going to be all over Mississippi State everywhere against Wake Forest, and just avoid the over-under in this thing because you don't know what you're going to get. I'm not touching that thing, but I'm going to be all over Mississippi State, laying 3, 2.5 if I can get it against Wake Forest. I love that play. Now, here's the super touchdown teaser for the week. Guys, we've been hitting these. You've been listening to the show. We have been hitting these. All right. So we're going to play the super touchdown teaser here. We're going to play Coastal Carolina +17.5 against La Tech. We're going to play USC TCU to go over 46.5. We're going to play Utah Nebraska to be under 59. That seems like a no-brainer. Texas State -6.5 against Rice. I love it. I love that one so many ways. I can't even explain it. Navy even against Cincinnati. Yep. Give me that with everybody that's out for Cincinnati. I love that too. Let's have it. Zona and Southern Methodist, SMU, Arizona and SMU. We're going to play them to go over the 44.5. I like that as well. And we'll just cross the line with Mississippi State because that's the rule for us. If we can get the +4, we'll do it. Okay. Mississippi State +4 versus Wake Forest. That's our super touchdown teaser. And now I know you guys are wondering if we're going to pet any dogs in these bowl games.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I pet that dog?
Yeah, there's going to be some dogs here, fellas, and some of them are going to come from the college football playoff. Now, you can go get the picks over there in the Big Six Picks. Dunbar Dix was on the show talking about what he's got going on for the Super Bowl. You might want to check that out. We had some really good stuff going over there. We're giving you our picks over there for the college football playoff, but I will tell you this, no spoiler on those picks if I tell you, you're silly if you're not putting some money on Alabama to upset Indiana, and if you're not putting some money on Texas Tech to upset Oregon. Now, look, Texas Tech's only laying 2.5, so, I mean, that's good plus money there for them to upset Oregon, which they very well could do. But Bama Bama is good plus money, guys. They're catching 7 points against Indiana. Come on, man. Come on. Let me get Bama on this money line dog. I'm going to take it. And Coastal Carolina. Love Coastal as a money line dog in this game. Just too many people out of the game for La Tech. I don't think they muster it up. Coastal gets this one. Give me Coastal on that money line dog. Now, that's our NCAA picks for the week. And we're going to jump into some NFL games before we bring listener Jeff on the show to get into a bonus episode of our Pick Six to get to our finals for the season on DWMOD's Big Six Picks. He's coming on. We're going to have a good chat. I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to talking to this guy. 2 years in the Fantasy Football League, runner-up both times. We're going to talk to the bridesmaid, baby, the bridesmaid. All right, let's jump into NFL Week 17. This is Week 18 of AlrightBet, but Week 17 of the NFL. A lot of things on the line, playoff shiftings, positions. We've got 3 conference championship games going to happen this week, guys. 3 of them. Sorry, had to grab a drink. Got to grab a drink, man. We're rifling off the picks here. Now, we've got 3 conference championship games that are going to be played this week in the NFL. I'm not sure the last time that's happened on the last day of the season, but there's some other ones that could be decided as well. But we've got some, there's some doozies. There's some doozies. Now, some of those are going to be in our Big Six picks. Some of those are going to be in the Big Six picks, and we're going to let listener Jeff jump in on picking some of those with us. So we're not going to spoil any of those. We're not going to spoil any of those. And guys, those are going to be, if you're waiting for them, let me just tell you right now, the picks that we're going to have listener Jeff in on here, that is going to be the Citrus Bowl, Texas and Michigan. And we're also going to have him in the Reliant Quest Bowl. That's going to be Vandy against Iowa. Those will be the 2 college games we'll be asking her to pick. And then we're going to be on Bears-Lions. He's a big Lions fan. We got to have him on talking some Lions. We're going to get into Bears-Lions with listener Jeff. But we're also going to have that Ravens-Pittsburgh game, Seahawks-49ers game, and the Carolina-Tampa Bay game. Those are all head-to-heads for the division. Now, there are other things happening out there. Jaguars, Houston, that thing could be settled in the last week of the season too. But those 3 are head-to-head, and those should be a lot of fun. Let's jump on some of the other games. Not going to give you that Panthers pick. Just told you it's going to be in the Big Six picks here, the bonus. 49ers as well. Let's get to the Jags. This is a team that has something to play for. They need to win. They're playing against the Titans. They can't afford to lose this game and then have Houston win. So they got to pull out the win here. Plus, they have a shot at the number 1 seed in the AFC if they pull this thing out. So it's at 12.5 against the Titans. Go ahead and give me the Jags. Lay them the 12.5 against the Titans in a must-win game this weekend. I'm just going to take that thing. Now, we're also going to get to teasing that. I hear you. We'll be teasing that. We'll be getting to the touchdown teaser. Don't worry about it. The Dallas Cowboys at the New York Giants. Who cares, right? Who cares, right? Giants want to finish the season strong. Cowboys want to finish the season strong. New York Giants could stand to lose this football game. And I think they know it a little more than the Dallas Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are going to win this game. Look, it's minus. Both teams are slumping into the offseason. Just give it to me. Give me Dak Prescott trying to put his numbers up and make his push for MVP. He's not going to win the damn thing at all, but like he takes some pride in it. Give me the Cowboys minus the 3.5. I'm going to tell you, I will be on 2.5. I'll be buying this thing down. I'll wait till game time, see if some money comes in on the Giants, but I'll be on the Cowboys here. Maybe a little Cowboys 49ers money line there. Maybe a money line. That's not a spoiler on who you're going to pick against the spread in the championship game. The 49ers money line. I think you'd be silly not to take the Niners on the money line here. Maybe put them with Dallas. Maybe put them with Dallas and somebody else. The Texans against the Colts. Again, the Texans need to win. They're hot right now. Great defense. Colts got nothing to play for. And right now, this spread is at 10.5. Buy the point, guys. Get this thing at 9.5 if you want, or just play the 10.5. I think the Colts, look, they've already said they're not going to play Phillip Rivers. They're going to go with the rookie out of Notre Dame. I can't even remember the guy's name right now. Is it Leonard? Am I saying the wrong name? I don't even know. That's not going to go well. That's not going to go well against that Houston defense that creates a ton of fucking pressure. We're going to be heavy on the Texans to cover the spread and win this game for sure. Vikings minus 6.5 at Green Bay. No way Jordan Love's playing in this thing. No way Green Bay's going after this game trying to get it. Means nothing. If they get the 10 wins, means nothing to them at all. So go ahead. Let's just take the Vikings minus the 6.5. Let's tease them. Let's take them even. Let's take the Vikings everywhere this weekend because Green Bay's just looking to move into the playoffs healthy. They're not going to mess around with this game. And the Vikings have been playing decent football, especially defensively. Sorry, again, got to take a drink. We're rifling these things off here. Now, We already talked about it. Going to take the Vikings. Bears -2.5 against the Lions. Bit of jockeying could happen here with the Bears, depending on who loses games, Rams, teams like that. If they dump another one, with them losing to the Falcons, this thing comes into play a little more than it was going to. That's why the line is staying at 2.5. I'm not going to take the Lions outside. Lions have not been playing good football. And the Bears are going to take pride in the fact that the Lions beat them earlier in the year, like 51-6 or something. You know what I mean? They just, I don't see this being a game where the Bears are going to lay down and be like, we're heading into the playoffs. I don't see it at all. Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson, there's no dislike there at all, but there's some competitiveness there. And Dan put it on him in the first game. I think Ben Johnson's really looking to win this game, and he can use the excuse of getting to 12 wins, help us grab a different seeding for the playoff. Give me the Bears laying the 2.5. Jared Goff and that team outside in the cold. I don't think so, man. Just give me the Bears here. Patriots laying 10.5 to the Dolphins. Must-win game for the Patriots. Still have a chance to grab the number 1 seed if they win this and some other things go their way. This is -10.5 against a Dolphins team that they absolutely will dominate. Give me the Patriots laying 10.5 to the Dolphins. I'll be on that as well. I also like the Rams. McVay has already said that they are not going to just lay down and slink into the playoffs. They're going to go play this game and try to win it and get back on track. They haven't been playing great football. Great team. Been competitive. They haven't been hitting with that winning edge they're going to need to roll through the playoffs with. He's going to try to find it against Arizona this week. It's -6.5. Give me the Rams minus the 6.5 against the Cardinals. We'll take that thing for sure. Here's our touchdown teaser in the NFL for the week, guys. Stay with me now. Touchdown teaser, NFL. We've hit the last couple. These things pay $90, $100 here. All right. We're going to take the Panthers +10 at the Bucks. We're going to take the Jags -5.5 at the Titans. Come on now, right? They need to win that game. Texans -2.5 at the Colts with a rookie quarterback going for the Colts. Please. Texans -2.5 versus the Colts is probably the play of the week. We're going to take the Browns +14.5 at Cincinnati. Cincinnati's already proven the last couple of weeks. Yeah, they showed up and they played a little bit. They've proven to be like, we don't give a shit about the season right now. You got Miles is going for the sack record. He wants to get that thing like you wouldn't believe. Shador's still trying to prove himself. They just got a big win against the Pittsburgh Steelers. 14.5 is a lot of points in this game. With that Cleveland Browns defense, we'll take the Browns 14.5 at the Bengals. Vikings even against Green Bay. Love that pick as well. Green Bay's nobody's playing in that game, guys. And if they do, it's going to be like a preseason thing. They'll be sitting by the half. Pats -2.5 against the Dolphins and a must win for the Pats. Yes, please. Give me that. Steelers +10.5 at the versus the Ravens at home for the division. You're going to give me Mike Tomlin +10.5 points at home against Lamar Jackson-less Ravens. Please give me that right now. This Steelers defense, that TJ Watt may play, and this Steeler defense is not going to be like that Packer defense last week where, I mean, please, giving up 200 yards to King Henry. He was bruising them, man. That's not going to happen this weekend. 10.5, I'll be on that all day. Tomlin at home for the division, please. Yes, I'll take it. Rams even against Arizona, I'll take that too. Rams need to end the season with a win, especially if McVay says they're playing, guys. I won't expect him. He's trying to get them some gusto, right? He's trying to get them some motivation. He's trying to get them some swag going into the playoffs, man. Just a little pep in their step, feeling good about themselves again. So there's no way that he comes out starting the game with that intention and plays all the starters and gets rolling. And then somewhere near halftime, it's like, this thing's a little closer than I want. We're going to back off. Let's just slink into the playoffs and not let anybody get hurt. No fucking way. He says he's going after this thing. They're going after it. I'm going to take the Rams even. Rams even against Arizona. Let's do it. That's our touchdown teaser for the week. And now let's go ahead and pet a few NFL dogs, right? Let's grab some dogs for the week and see if we can get to 500 on our money line dogs for the week.
Can I pick that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pick that dog?
I mean, get to 500 for the season, not for the week. Okay, here we go. Money line dogs. Hey, give me Pittsburgh as a dog at home for a money line dog bet. Give me the Niners as a money line dog at home. And give me Carolina money line dog at home. All three of these teams playing at home and for division championships. How am I going to not play that? How am I going to not jump on these teams as money line dogs? I'm absolutely going to do that. That's our NFL picks for the week, guys. You know how we've done. You know how we're doing. Now let's catch up on a few things before we bring listener Jeff in. Head-to-heads on the season. Andy St. Clair and I are 12-11. Yeah, I got 12 wins. He's got 11. He's not here this week, so that's the end of the contest there, guys, I think. That's the end of the contest. We're going to beat Andy on the head-to-heads 12-11. He's not here to talk me into taking on another sucker bet and giving him 6.5 points on a game. Not going to happen, Andy. Sorry, buddy. But that one's going to go to me. We're going to see how these Big Six picks play out. We are trailing the guest pickers right now by 3 picks. I am 3 games back on the guest pickers for the season on the Big Six picks. Going to be 6 picks over there. Going to be 6 picks here with listener Jeff as soon as he gets here and gets on the show. But right now, we're going to bring you to the folks that bring the good stuff to you for the holidays. If you went over to Joyview Meats and got yourself some kielbasa for the holidays, you got the best kielbasa in all of Detroit. There's no doubt about it. They're fans of the show. We're fans of them, and we're going to push them right now because they're bringing you winners every single week on All Right Bet. It's Joyview Meats.
It's brought to you by the Joyview Meats Market. Don't go to the grocery store for those price gouge packaged proteins. That's not even a whole pound. Do yourself a favor and head over to Joyview Meats Market. This family's been serving the community since 1969. And they're serving the best cuts of beef, pork, and poultry. Not to mention the best fresh ground Polish kielbasa you'll find anywhere in Detroit. Smoked or fresh. That's the Joyview Meat Market right on Joy Road and Telegraph. Support the neighborhood and tell them Gordon sent you.
Yeah, that's Joyview Meats, baby. Just keep it in the neighborhood. Support the neighborhood. Gordon approves and get over there. All right, now, here we go. It is time. We're going to be bringing in listener Jeff. You've heard him. He's had takes on the show. He's had some DMs we put on the show. Him and Andy have had a nice little back and forth. It's unfortunate Andy can't be here today to defend himself a little bit because he might need it. I think Jeff's probably going to be coming in hot. Let's bring him in right now. Here we go. Welcome to the show, Jeff.
Hey, Mike. What's up?
Not too much, man. Let's jump right into some fantasy football stuff now. 2 years in a row. You guys know, if you're new to the crew, you don't know. If you know, we always invite the runner-up and the champion back, and then we take new listeners every year to be into the league. Jeff, you've been the runner-up last year. Again, back to the championship game this year.
Yeah, Andy got me this year.
Oh, man.
Couldn't pull it out in the title game, but that's fine.
Andy, 2 and
the
5.
Best loser twice in a row.
Number one loser, baby.
That's right. That's how I like to do it.
He goes 2 and 5 down the stretch and limps into the playoffs.
Yeah, I didn't think he had a chance at all. I was peaking at the right time, but that's fantasy football, man. You just need to have one good week.
Yeah, and last year's champ, Abhi Singh, he back in it. Eagles Unleashed was the team. He was rolling. I mean, dude was putting up crazy points every week. Andy knocks him off in a double week elimination. That's the part that blew me away. It was a total of 2 weeks worth of points, and he still beat Abhi.
Yeah, that was the 2 week. You're sweating it out for 2 weeks. It's tough.
Yeah,
I don't like
that's got to get fixed next year. That's got to get fixed next year. I didn't know ESPN did that. And by the way, ESPN.
How's that the default setting? That's weird.
How is that a default setting? That's a terrible, terrible way to do it.
Yeah, This is the only league I've ever done 2 weeks.
I've never heard of that. And then the championship game was supposed to be 2 weeks as well, with the very last week being week 18 or 17. And you're like, no. So we switched that to
I
one.
barely made the final. I was losing. And then Brock Purdy threw an interception. And Louis had Brock Purdy, and I ended up sneaking by him by 1.5 points. So
you
came
got
down to the
into
last
the
game.
playoff by points being taken off the board. So this whole thing has been crazy.
It's a brutal way to lose for Louis. Brutal.
Well, but listen, first half of the season, you were our high scorer through the first 6 weeks of the season. Scored yourself a sweet little St. Brown jersey there. Show that off to everybody, baby.
Look at this.
Nice, full stitched up jersey there. Beautiful one, baby. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, congrats on that. And then
very
Andy,
nice. Thank you.
And Gordon doing well down the stretch to ward everybody else off of any prizes. High scores for the second half of the season, I believe, was Gordon. And then a couple people tied. And then Andy wins the championship, so no jerseys.
What jersey did Gordon pick?
Oh, he picked an Earl Campbell.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
He wanted Bobby Lane, but I couldn't get a guy to make
Because
one,
it's hard to find a Bobby Lane.
It's
Yeah.
hard to find a Bobby Lane. Then he wanted an Al K line, and I was like, hey, Gordon, this is a football show. Sometimes he's out of it. Sometimes he's deep in a
Yeah.
bottle of
That's
bourbon.
Gordon, man.
He's a
Him
trip.
and me
We're
both.
lucky to have him. We're lucky to have him. We're lucky to have him. You got some bourbon going tonight, man?
No, but I somebody gave me this beer, and I figured this was the show to drink it on. It's real
Oh,
American beer,
The
little Hulk Hogan beer. So
I have one of
I'll
those.
crack
Not very
that. Yeah, I'm sure it's not.
It's not. It's
I'll have
not.
some bourbon after the show to
Yeah.
wash the taste out of my mouth.
You'll have to put some in that fucking beer to make it any good.
Yeah, that tastes like Hulk
Hogan.
Hogan right there.
Yeah, it tastes like a Hulk Hogan. It's
Oh.
terrible. Terrible. That is a terrible beer. All right, well,
I'll
listen,
finish
man.
it.
Before we get into some bonus picks, we're gonna be in the show to do some bonus picks and things like that. Let's talk a little bit about the Detroit Lions. Now, before the season, Andy and I did our NFL special, our picks, and he had some opinions about the Lions and them not making the playoffs and the defense would be bad. And man, if he
Yeah.
was here right now, he'd be gloating on you.
Yeah, well, he earned it. Like everything that he said came true. Our defense couldn't stop anybody near the end of the year, and the two coordinators were a bit of a mixed bag. I mean, obviously the offensive coordinator, he's got to go.
No.
And I mean, maybe you give Shep another year at DC because he was working
Yeah.
with bits and pieces as spare parts by the end of the season. But it looked pretty good. We were 4-1. We're like, hey, the defense is playing better.
Yeah.
The offense is still rolling, and then we couldn't win back-to-back games after that. It was just
The defense
really
had a
tough
great
to watch.
stretch there in the middle of the season where they were
Yeah.
really playing well when they were healthy. So I have to say this.
the Legion
Andy
of
might
Whom.
have been right. Andy might have been right about some of his statements about like it's the same old Lions defense. Like this defense was bad last year. There's nothing different about it. It's going to be bad again. And I'm like, what do you got, a crystal ball? Because last year's defense was decimated with injuries, and then this one was too. So that's not a fair statement. I mean,
And these injuries every year. Obviously the offensive line, we didn't add any depth to that position. We lost Frank Ragnow at center, and we just put a couple of basically two rookies at guard, and it just did not work out for the whole season. And
yeah, we lost what's his name from the
when
Ravens.
Goff isn't comfortable, Zeitler went over to Tennessee because he wanted to be closer to home. And when Goff is pressured, we all know what happens. Like eventually that dam's going to break. And that's what happened last week with the 5 turnovers. And that was just tough to watch.
Listen, everybody online jumping on Goff too. He ain't the problem. Everybody, you put a little pressure on him and he fold. No way. That's more than a little pressure.
That's a little
dude.
different
They're
than
all
a little
over him.
pressure. Yeah. I thought he was going to die on one of those plays where they just sandwiched him. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
They're killing him.
It was bad news. But stop having games on Christmas Day that isn't on. If it's on Sunday, fine. But come on, Thursday Christmas games, we don't need that.
We don't.
Nobody
need
wants
it.
their Christmas ruined by the Lions.
You should not have to play Thanksgiving and Christmas.
For sure. That should be a number one rule right there. No Lions or Cowboys on Christmas. They did it to both of them.
Both of them. That had to have been some kind of oversight. I'm like, what? I don't know, man. That was terrible. Goff only had he's 37 touchdowns and 6 picks up until last week in the season.
Yeah.
And people are crying he's the problem. Stop it. Stop.
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
fine.
he is what he is. We all know he's
good.
He's never gonna run for first downs, but the guy is probably one of the most accurate passers in the league when you can protect him.
Yeah.
So it's on Brad Holmes now to
protect him.
Rebuild that offensive line. You have a quarterback that can play, but you know what you have to do to get him to play at a high level.
Yeah.
Get some free agent talent in there. I don't like this idea. They're already talking about moving Tate Ratledge over to center. The guy's never played center before. He's going to be a second-year player. That's just going to be another disaster. Go and draft the center in the first round, or go and get a free agent center. We can't patchwork this thing again.
You cannot patchwork the interior of that line. You need it for Goff. You make an excellent point. And they've got to do something on defense, man. Like you've got to give those linebackers some help. That linebacker, I mean, Anzalone and Jack Campbell. Give me a better tandem
fantastic.
in the league.
Oh,
give me a better tandem in the league.
Yeah. Jack Campbell, I think he made every tackle that didn't get stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That
guy was
great.
everywhere.
He's been great. We need to get some guys in the secondary that aren't made out of paper.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. The secondary is. I mean, we got almost a whole new rebuild now. We drafted a bunch of corners. They all stink. We had the best two
yeah,
safeties in the league last year. They both got hurt this year. It looks like Kirby Joseph might not ever be back to 100%. Hopefully that's not the case. But and then Brian Branch tears his Achilles late in the season. Like
that
that's
sucks.
tough. And then Aleem McNeil came back and he was not very good. I think they were counting on him for some interior pass rush that didn't materialize.
Yeah, yeah.
Hutch can't do it all, and like I think you've said it before, he's not 100%.
No,
He's
this
still
whole
he's still
season.
getting back up to speed from that his broken leg, which was gruesome.
And then these
So
idiot Packer fans that are all over me on social media about like Hutchinson is so overrated. Oh my God. I'm like, dude had an injury that ends most people's careers, man. You know what
yeah,
I
he
mean?
came
Like,
back. Yeah,
come
and I
on,
think
man.
he's got what 13 and a half sacks.
Yeah.
Like I know those sacks didn't come against the best teams, but nobody's gonna think about that when they look at his stats 2 years from now.
No, and that's exactly what I said to them fucking clowns too. I'm like, "Yeah, double digit fucking sacks, man. 13 and a half
Mhm.
sacks on one leg. Shut up." He's got, and it ain't like he's got Rashawn Gary on the other side. They got to block as well. You know what I mean? Like
No,
Packer fans are like,
well,
we
I
got
mean
Michael Parsons. And I'm like, you got
Muhammad
Rashawn
played
Gary.
pretty good. Yeah, Muhammad played pretty good for us on the other side, but that was lucky. That we weren't expecting that to happen. He just came
But
through and played some good
it
ball.
seems like every year that we have Hutch playing well, the guy on the other side of the ball, we're having the same conversation with, like, wow, man, like he did pretty good. He did well. Why do you think that is? Imagine if somebody good was over there not getting blocked and chipped and not you know what I mean? Like, no disrespect,
Yeah,
Muhammad. He played well. I'm not disrespecting him,
yeah.
but I'm saying, boy, if we had like
Imagine have two guys the defense has to worry about instead of
wow,
double teaming Hutch every play. Yeah,
and I'm not saying that the front office doing anything wrong, but like there's a lot of problems now. You're right.
there's a
There's a
lot of
lot of problems.
problems, and we're really going to see what Brad and Dan are made out of in this offseason because I'm already not liking what I'm hearing on the Detroit talk shows. He's going on the air and it doesn't sound like he's ready to make the moves that he needs to make. Like that, that's what I'm
Hopefully
worried
it's
about.
all smoke screen, man. I
I
don't
know,
know.
Brad Holmes doesn't like to spend a lot in free agency. We got a lot of our own guys that they need to re-sign. They're probably going to have to restructure some deals already to kick some money down the road to sign some guys to plug some holes. And then I just hope they can make the right decisions when it comes to these coordinators, like whether or not they keep Shep or not. Maybe get an experienced assistant in there. Just get
Yeah.
some fresh eyes on this. Maybe not play so much man all the time. We don't have a pass rush. We can't play man all the time. We can't ask these guys to cover for 6 seconds.
No. And it's a lot of band-aids. You're trying to do that because you're trying to create pressure, but you don't have the guys to create the pressure. And then you got third stringers back there. So you're trying to dial up blitzes to create the pressure. It's a nightmare when you're dealing with full second and third string defense. I mean,
Yeah,
this
and
is.
I'll give them credit. Most of those guys played well for a couple of games, but
Well,
it's not
let's
gonna
also
work out long term.
we would have been in the playoffs if it weren't for a lot of this.
Kelder is late to come down because they're blitzing everyone. So now he's got to get out there and cover.
That's bullshit. That's a win right there. That's a win right there, and we're still alive. We're still alive this weekend because now the Packers without Love have got to play against the Vikings, who are playing good football right now. They could have lost this weekend. We could have won.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Detroit did not play well in that Steelers game. They didn't deserve to win. They made an effort and almost stole a game, and they had a couple of pass interference calls at the end, and then we definitely didn't play well enough to win. You can't turn the ball over six times. Was it 5 or 6 times on Christmas?
5 or 6.
I lost count.
Yeah,
I mean, and we still had a chance. That's how bad the Vikings are.
I think the worst one is the Vikings had 3 yards passing in that game. 3 yards passing.
Shut up,
bro. 3 yards
right.
passing, and we lost. And it's
No
I think
way.
in the second half, yeah.
No
3
way.
passing yards. We lost the game.
That's insane.
Come on, man. Come on. We got a lot to fix. But hey, during the preseason, bring Andy back up right now. When we did our NFL special, we picked all the divisions, right? Okay, so in the NFC East, I had the Eagles winning it. He had Dallas. Okay, so he did not get that one. In the South, we both had the Bucks. We both are still alive.
Still alive. Yeah.
Still alive. but it's going to be Carolina.
Yeah.
They're going to win that damn thing. I had the Lions.
Bryce Young's
He had the
so bad.
Packers.
Yeah.
Neither one of us are getting that.
Neither one of us are getting that. Yeah.
Nope.
Well,
The
neither one of you.
49ers, we're both around the 49ers. That's still very much alive.
They look pretty good.
We were both on the Bills in the East. That's didn't get that one. Both on the Ravens. Didn't get that one. I was on the Texans. He was on the Jags. That's still up in the air.
Wait, did the Steelers clinch that division? Or is
no.
Yeah, the Ravens could still win that, right?
Yeah, they could still win that.
Yeah, they could beat the Steelers.
Yeah, Ravens could still win that. We could both get that. You're right about that. Then he was on KC and I was on the Broncos. The Broncos win it. Super Bowl pick.
Yeah. That's your Super Bowl pick?
No. Super Bowl pick. Andy had Green Bay versus the Ravens.
That ain't happening.
And had Green Bay winning it.
Yeah,
I was homing it. I had the Lions, but I had Lions Bills. So
yeah. Well, we both said like this is the year they're gonna start out a little shaky, and then they're gonna peak at the right time, and then the opposite happened. We peaked early, and then ended the season really, really poorly. But
yeah, complete opposite.
Here's the silver lining. I mean, unless we pull off a miracle against the Bears, which I'm not going to spoil my picks, but fourth place schedule next year. That's helpful. You're playing, you're playing a lot of teams that aren't very good next year. So, that could help the Lions get a couple extra dubs and make the difference for the playoffs.
It could. Toughest, boy, us in the West right now, toughest divisions of football, no doubt about it.
Yeah, who'd have thought the Bears would turn it around so fast, man? I mean, I knew Ben Johnson was a good offensive coordinator. I had my doubts about him as a head coach, but he has proven me wrong. That's for sure.
No,
those guys are playing hard for him, and Caleb's inconsistent, but man, that guy can throw the ball. He's got a laser for an arm. He makes these throws with the flick of the wrist that they're almost like Mahomes. You're just like, what? How did he get the ball 40 yards down the field when it was 10 feet off of the ground?
Yeah, he seems to have checked his ego a little bit too from those first two seasons where like he thought he was coming in.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the fucking man. I haven't lost a game since high school.
He's
I don't
still
care
a little
what
bit
league
like
this
that.
is.
Yeah. He's still a little bit like that.
He's checked it a little bit. He used to wear it on his sleeve big time. Like, I don't get nervous. They'd ask
it's hard
him,
for me to
nervous
give the
about
Bears credit for anything, but oh well.
I know. Oh, God, I just want. Can they just get Jay Cutler back? I mean, can we?
Can we? Yeah. I mean, they might actually have a 4,000-yard passer this year. For the first time in franchise history, Caleb might do it. Just took Ben Johnson, stealing Ben Johnson from the Lions.
I know it, man. God damn it, we needed it again. Well, anyway, I can't be rooting for the Bears in the damn playoffs. I tell you that.
No, I don't even know. I guess I got to go back and hope Matt Stafford can get another one, solidify his Hall of Fame case.
Yeah, I'll probably
love the guy, but
Bills.
It's tough.
Yeah,
Bills would be great, but man, every time it seems like the Bills have it rolling, they have a game like this week where you're like, come on, what's going on here?
Yeah,
the
Allen's hurt, and then they got a chance to win it at the end, and the guy's wide open.
Wide open. What was he throwing at?
I don't know. Wide open.
That was a terrible miss.
Then he missed it. It's
a good game, but
yeah, playoffs are going to be fun this year, though, man. It's going to be a bunch of new guys, new faces. I think it's going to be fun.
It'll be a lot. It'll be more fun for us emotionally. We won't be invested personally with any team because when the Lions are in the playoffs, oh man, is it an emotional roller coaster?
You ain't kidding.
We are not used to them being in the playoffs, and my heart can't handle it a lot of times.
Oh man, you ain't never told a lie too. That's a bad one, man. I don't know. Listen, we'll see how it goes next year. But listen, we are going to invite you back for the fantasy football again next year. You're going to be.
I'm going to win it next year.
Season.
I'm coming back. I'm going to win it next year.
All right, we'll be looking for Cram the Duvet Chain to come back and win this thing. You did win the prize for best name, though.
Hey, man, Detroiters, great show. Great show. One of my favorites.
That's a great show. That's a great show. The rumor mills they're doing a season 3. We'll see. The rumor mills are out there.
I love it. That'd be great.
It's in the works.
I rewatch that all the time. We counting beers too?
Yeah. Yeah, we are, brother. All right, let's get to some of these picks for this week then. Let's see where you lay on some of these picks. These are the bonus 6 for the week because we were off for Christmas, so you're on the hot seat, brother. All right, let's go. Big 6 picks, bonus picks. Citrus Bowl. The Citrus Bowl. I know you're a big Sparty. I'll let you tell the stories. Texas -7.5 against Michigan. The over-under here, 48.5. Who do you like in this one?
All right. Well, I can't pick Michigan. Like you said, I'm a Spartan alum. There's no way I'm doing that. I'm going to go Texas. I'll give them the 7.5, and I'm going to go over. And I just think Michigan's going to be a mess with the coaching situation. They're just not going to be ready to play.
Yeah, you think so?
I hope so.
Listen, I'm going the other way on this thing, and not to be a homer either. Texas, I think, is a little bit of a mess right now. They got a bunch of guys bouncing. You don't know what's going on there. They got a lot. 7 of their 11 starters on that vaunted defense are not playing in this game. I think that's a big deal. And I think the fact that they brought Whittingham in this week before this bowl game has really settled down a lot of the I'm leaving, I'm not leaving. Guys are at practice, are going to play in the game now. I think him having a presence there is going to lead them to like take this a little more seriously. But 7.5, I just think is too much in this game. It's too big
a lot
a spread.
of points. Yeah, that's a lot of points in any game for sure. But I'm gonna hook 'em horns.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm going to be on the Wolverines here. I'm going to be on the Wolverines. Give me the hook. Give me the 7.5. And I'm going to take the over as well, though. I think there's going to be some points to be had because that Texas defense is down to 3 of their original starters. So that's what I'm going to take. Here's what Andy has to say.
No way. There's no way. No way.
Typical. All right, let's jump onto the relinquent bowl. Andy, I don't know what you're picking there. I don't know. Just I piggybacking. That's all I think. Let's go to the Relinquest. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I actually Googled that company because I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, apparently it's some kind of cybersecurity thing. But the Relinquest,
I always think of the other guys whenever these dumb companies like we're in everything, like I don't know what this is. But listen, close to you in Tennessee there, Vandy -5.5 against Iowa. The over under here 46.5. And I'll tell you right now, I like Vandy in the over. I think this is gonna be a little too much for Iowa. Iowa's got some guys out of the game. I just think that Vandy is like chip on their shoulder. Diego, everybody's playing in the game. Nobody's sitting out. They're looking to finish the season strong and send a message that they should have been in the playoff and whatever all that dumb shit is when everybody talks. I went off on the other Big Six picks, and I'm going to do it here as well. Everybody out there that wants to complain, these group of 5 schools, they're not big boys and they can't play big boy football. I'll say it again. Fuck you. These kids are fuck you guys. These kids are legitimate fucking athletes, man. You can't ask them to be a part of your league and pay into it and be a part of it, and then at the end go, but you don't get to participate in the championship. You don't get to do that.
Yeah.
You don't get to do that. So for every idiot on TV that's never even played football, and everybody that wants to go, well, they don't play big boys. They're not a big boy team. Fuck you. These guys will bang your girlfriend. Fuck off. JMU put up 500 yards and 34 points on Oregon, and all I heard was they don't belong in the game. Really? Looked like they kicked the fucking shit out of Oregon's defense to me. You know what I mean? Their defense just couldn't keep up. I'm going to get off this soapbox. It just pisses me off. Like a group of 5 kids are like piece of shit football players. These guys suck. Fuck you. Do you know what it takes to play at that level? Anyway, I get mad about it.
Guess they don't.
My God. I got to listen to Feinbaum go, these are little boy football teams. Motherfucker, grab a pencil and beat it. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me go. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to take Vandy in the over, though, because I think Vandy's got chip on the shoulder. I think they're going to come out and play. I think they're going to try to win this thing. I think they'll have a little too much for Iowa, but I will take the over.
Well, I'm taking Vandy as well, but I'll be goddamned if I'm ever going to take the over in a game that Iowa's involved in. So I'm just I'll go under Vandy and under on that one.
Fair enough, but this has been a season where Iowa has clipped the overs and been scoring a lot of points. A little bit of a different Iowa offense this year, but we'll see how they do against Vandy.
I don't know
how they do against Vandy.
No way. There's no way. No way.
All right, let's jump to the game that neither one of us are excited about. Lions Bears. Look, the Bears are laying 2.5 to the Lions. The over under here is 50.5. I got to be honest here, man. I'm going to be on the Bears and the over. It's just the way it's going to go.
The Bears might cover this over. Ben Johnson is going to open up the playbook and embarrass the Lions just like we did to him in week 2. You got 2 gloves Goff playing in Chicago in a meaningless game in cold weather. Like, it's not going to be pretty. I don't think the Lions, this is a Lions team that thought that they were going to the Super Bowl this year. They're knocked out of the playoffs. I just don't, I don't think they're going to quit or anything because Dan Campbell's not going to let them, but they're just not going to have anything left in the tank to take on these Bears. And the Bears are trying to get Well, I think they're out of the one seed conversation, but they are still playing for seeding. So, I think Ben Johnson's going to pull out all the trick plays on us, and they might put up a 50 burger on us. It's going to be ugly.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're going to be looking at.
I can't believe that spread is only 2.5.
I can't either.
That should be at least 6.5. I think.
I'm telling you, at the very least 3.5. Like you should be throwing a hook on it or something. I mean,
yeah, that's
2.5 that's crazy. I'll be all over the Bears on a lot of parlays this weekend. I hate to say it, but that's just the way it's going to go down, man. That's the way it's going to go down.
No, this Lions team doesn't. I mean, you saw it on Christmas. They don't have any fight left. Most of the guys are injured. The guys that are left playing are third stringers. Like,
yeah,
I just don't see it. And we don't even know who's going to play in this game. We might even have St. Brown or anybody playing in this game.
I don't even see the need for it. Don't put Goff out there to get his ass kicked. Let St. Brown get healthy. You know what I mean?
I don't want to see Penei Sewell. Yeah, I don't want to see him turn an ankle again. The guy came back like a warrior last week, even though he got rolled up on.
I know.
For a meaningless football game.
Meaningless football game. But these guys are warriors and they're going to play. But listen, they're going to get the best. We beat it to death here. But you like the Bears and you like the over, right? Yeah.
Over. Yeah. Bears and over.
Yeah. Bears and the over for you. Let's see what Andy, who you like in this one, man?
No way. There's no way. No way.
Now, I don't know why I threw it to a video as if I was throwing it live. You know what I mean? I asked him as if he was here. That's on me. That's on me. But that's not.
You're going to edit it so seamlessly that nobody will know.
No,
they're going to think Andy was here the whole time.
Everybody judges you when you put shit out every week out on the internet for him to see, Jeff. Everybody's like, "Yeah, you suck. You suck." I'm like, okay, you know what? Whatever.
Well,
you
don't
and
read
Paul
the comments.
Feinbaum could take a fucking hike. You know what I mean? Let's jump on this one. Ravens, Pittsburgh. Now, here's all the championship games. We're hitting them all in a row right now. Ravens are laying 3.5 at Pittsburgh. No Lamar Jackson. Huntley's going to be the starter. The over-under here is 41. Who do you like here?
I went back and forth on this one because, the Steelers, every once in a while, they look pretty good. But, you never know what Aaron Rodgers you're going to get week to week. And I just think the Ravens are going to pound the ball, kill the clock, and just run right down Pittsburgh's throat with Derrick Henry. I like the Ravens, and I take the under.
Ravens and the under. All right, man. This is where we're going to part ways. This just is.
You love those Steelers.
I don't. It's the Tomlin factor here. You know what I mean? Like, if you track Tomlin all year long, like when he is a dog, especially at home, they're going to win that game. When he's a favorite, they're going to lose that game. It's just like he just has a funny way of that playing out all the time. And this is such a Tomlin spot. Like the hook, you're giving Tomlin the hook at home.
The Ravens looked pretty good running the ball last week, and they didn't have Lamar Jackson then either. Like
the Packers.
If you need a guy to run over some people in cold Pittsburgh in January, it's going to be Derrick Henry.
It's Derrick Henry. Now TJ Watt's supposed to play. We'll see if that helps at all.
Okay, that could be a difference maker.
Yeah, this is going to be an old school football game. I don't know if you saw somebody put together.
Yeah, 41 is the over under. I'm still taking the under. That's going to be like a 16 to 12 game, or so there's gonna be like safety or some weird scoring situation.
Yeah, well,
somebody's gonna run back a 2-point conversion.
It's gonna be one of them games. Yeah, it's gonna be like 9-6, and you're like, what the fuck? Like 11-8. What?
Yeah,
it's gonna be one of those weird ones like that. I don't know if you saw that video online this week. Somebody put together of it was like a kids petting zoo, like field trip, and they're all in this big. Inside the fence with these giant emus, and it's little kids. And this emu just starts tearing ass running around like it's real hyper, and the kids just start screaming and running like it's the end of the world. They're like, ah! And somebody put Derrick Henry on the emu, and all the kids were the Packers defense. I'm like, this is a good one.
Was that in Australia? Where do they let kids hang out with emus? That seems dangerous.
I don't know, man. The petting farm, man. I don't know, petting zoo, some shit.
We got some weird petting zoos down here in Tennessee, man. You can go and find like a pangolin or a koala or some shit in somebody's house.
They're probably two-way petting zoos, huh?
They're kind of back.
Pet them back type deal.
Depends on what admission you pay, right?
Yeah, right. Depends. You get some weird shit up there, man. It's some weird shit. I'm going to be on Pitt and the under. Andy, I assume, is in some kind of Tomlin spot here as well. We'll see what he has to say.
No way. There's no way. No way.
All right, let's jump to the Seahawks 49ers. This is a doozy. And you know what? We're going to throw this one to Andy first. Make him pick first here.
No way. There's no way. No way.
All right, man. Jeff, what do you think on this one?
I just think the Niners offense is rolling with Brock Purdy right now. I know the Seahawks are a good team. I still don't trust Sam Darnold in a tight spot. We saw it last year, how it went down. And, the San Francisco defense isn't what it used to be. They don't have Fred Warner. They're kind of patchworking things together. But, man, that offense with Christian McCaffrey and then Brock Purdy's doing his best Mahomes impression on Monday night. And he's just scoring 40 fantasy points a week over here. I'm going to take San Francisco, and I'm going to take the over on this.
Yeah, me too. I'm taking San Francisco, and I'm taking the over as well. San Francisco is one of my money line dogs for the week. And last week, money line dogs, I had a 3-team parlay of Dolphins, Browns, and Bears. Dolphins and Browns both came in, good money coming in on those two. They were big-time dogs. And then the Bears, ball on the 4-yard line at the end of the game. That little $5 bet was going to pay like $135 if they scored right there. Didn't come in. But hey, on the season,
it's good
70 and 77 on money line dogs. That's plus money. That's big time.
Pretty good.
Money. That's plus money. I'm going to be on the 49ers and the over as well. I'm with you. I think the offense is just clicking and they're playing well. Let's jump on.
They're probably going to have Kittle back too. I think he's going to be ready to play.
I would assume he's going to play.
Yeah. So
I would assume he's going to play.
That guy's a monster. Yeah.
This will be the best game of the week. This is going to be the best.
It should be they flexed that to prime time, right? That's the last.
It's got to be. Yeah. It's got to be.
Yeah. It better not be Carolina, Tampa Bay, because that's the next one we're talking about, right?
Yeah, it better not be. Who's going to make the playoffs at 8 and 9? Because there's a way that Carolina wins this game, loses this game to Tampa Bay and still gets in the playoffs if Atlanta wins at 8 and 9.
That doesn't make any sense.
Make any sense at all, right? It goes to head-to-heads and all this bullshit because they'll be tied and they split and whatever.
It's not the first time. We've talked about it all the time. Losing teams making the playoffs, whether it's right or not. But if you win your division, man, you got to
I agree. I'm not one of these guys that's like,
maybe
we should
not
just
a home
change
game.
it to the best
Maybe
teams.
not a home game. Let them get in if you got a losing record, maybe you got to go on the road. I don't know.
That's one of those things where the owners are never going to relinquish that, though. You know what I mean? Because time it's going to be you. One time it's going to be you. You know what I mean? So they'll never relinquish that. All right, let's go. Carolina plus 2.5 home dog. Carolina plus 2.5. Oh no, they're not home. They're at Tampa Bay, right?
They're at Tampa Bay. Yeah.
At Tampa Bay. So Carolina plus 2.5 at Tampa Bay. The over under here is 44. Give me the over all day, and I'm going to take the Panthers. A better football team right now.
All right, I'm going to go opposite of you. I'm going to take the Bucks. I don't know why they are not playing good football right now. Baker's doesn't look anything like he did last year, but I just don't trust Bryce Young. I know Carolina can run the ball a little bit, but I think that the Bucks are going to find a way to pull this one off, and I'm going to take the under. I think it's going to be an ugly game.
Think it's going to be an ugly one, huh? All right, all right. I think. Listen,
a lot of turnovers.
It's going to be a lot
Bryce
of
Young and okay.
At the end of the game.
Buddy Coleman.
Yeah, Buddy Coleman. Yeah. Let's see. That's why they call you Listener Jeff. You're aware of the show's been. That's why you know. You're aware. Listen, man.
I was rewatching The Wire when you made that reference. I'm like, what's going on here?
He's gonna be on the microphone just these motherfuckers. God damn it! Like they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose. Andy, what do you think, man?
No way. There's no way. No way.
Well, okay, there we have it. Andy's infinite wisdom, and he didn't take too many opportunities there to take some shots at you.
I didn't take many shots at him. I'm just hoping that I do better at this than Andy did at Celebrity Family Feud, because that was a disaster. And I felt like he dragged Sam's team down all by himself at the end of you got to have a better guy in the 5 spot there.
Oh, that's hilarious. That is fucking hilarious, man. That's well done. Well done, sir. Tip of the cap to you. Oh, shit. Well, hey, that's the bonus. That's our bonus episode of the Big Six Picks on AlrightBet, right? This is the first time we've done them on AlrightBet. It's the Big Six Picks brought to you by official beer choice of the DWMOD podcast. That's Old English 800. Jeff, this weekend, while you're watching the games, when those Hulk Hogan beers are gone.
That's the only one I have, thank God.
Oh, they just gave you one. You lucky bastard. You know you'll be having some of these, though.
Brass monkey, that monkey, brass monkey chunky.
How long has it been since you've had a real brass monkey, bro?
I honestly, I don't know if I've ever had a real brass monkey.
You better
I
get
mean,
your
I've
shit
had to have
together.
had one. I had to have had one.
You better get your shit
You
together
know,
this weekend, my
I'm sure
friend.
you made one at some point, and I was like, "What is this garbage?"
It's delicious. You make one this weekend, and I guarantee you will be sending over messages going, you know what? You're onto something. You're onto something.
I'm gonna need a little something stronger than a brass monkey because I'm gonna be mourning the lion season.
Well, I tell you what, they pack a bigger punch than you think. You better go get you about 2 of
Nah,
those.
malt liquor will do it. Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's
you
true.
drink a 40 of those with some orange juice, you'll be good to go.
I think I might actually go to a sports bar with a Bears fan friend of mine. I don't know what will happen if I try to order a brass monkey at a bar.
That's the type of drink you bring with you. You know, bro, that's the thing.
Don't worry, I brought my own.
You bring your own brass monkeys, bro. What are you talking about? I don't leave the house without them, man. I don't leave the house without them. Hey, well, listen, man. I appreciate you coming on. We're looking forward to next season.
Yeah,
fantasy
anytime,
football.
man. I appreciate it.
on
And I'm
there.
looking forward to the automatic birth again. I don't have to sweat it out.
Ain't got to sweat it out, guys. And we'll be giving you guys information coming up later on next year about how to get back into this thing for next year, man. But hey, all the picks we gave you earlier, handed out to you all the bowl games. You know the records. You guys know how well we're doing. Get on there, make yourself some money, man, and we'll see you next time.
Wanna bet?
Cash money.
It's time for another episode of All Right Bet.
Wanna bet?
No! God, please, no! No!
Tease it. Tease it.
Wanna chicken dinner.
I'd buy that for $1. We cuttin' loose.